Welcome to Tuberchat. If you have less than 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The first channel that we're looking at today is Garden State Gardener. And this is somebody who's fairly new to Tuberchat. They've only been in a few times, but have shown an unbelievable amount of generosity. So first of all, I caught them in a live stream last week, and they do a special Sunday fun day, and there are a lot of giveaways. It is a really fast-paced chat. I believe at one point they had hit 100 people watching. Now you can always look in a live stream and see if the number of people watching and the number of people chatting are somewhere in the same ballpark. As long as that's the case, you know those numbers are real. And Garden State Gardener just had an unbelievable, it's almost like a party going on over there. So hopefully everybody will enjoy getting to know them. They've also done a very considerate and thoughtful job with a shout out for Tuberchat in last week's Sunday Fun Day. And I wanted to feature this channel today so that hopefully you can join them for tonight's Sunday Fun Day, and you'll check out their channel and be ready for that. I hope you'll put the notification bell on as well. They're fully monetized with super chats and memberships available. They've got over 1,400 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,500 that they're thinking about. There's a lot of variety in the content on this channel actually, and I'm still getting to know the content and the creator, but I wanted to introduce them to you because, like I said, generosity is the thing that I look for when featuring channels, and we do that almost every single day. We do it across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, which you have seen. So I see that we've got quite a few people in the chat right now to get us started, so thank you for that. I'm just putting a few channels onto the wheel. We always put the members onto the wheel right away. You do not have to super chat or be a member to get onto the wheel or the screen. In the cases of super chats and memberships, we just speed that along. But we have a lot of members already here. Sparkle's Hope Chest and Wolf Spirit Productions are already here on the wheel. Chris's Clever Craft is here. Tawali's Art and Game Channel, which is a brand new member for Tuberchat, is here. Ickerman Conroy, along with Artfully Blind with Diana. Emotion is here as well. They happen to be a gold member, so we'll see their link drop by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. One of the most supportive creators on all of YouTube, Michael's Adventures, is here with us as often as they can be, almost every day, as a beloved and dedicated moderator, as is Scratch and Pete PA, another extremely supportive creator, one of the most supportive that I've met on all of YouTube. Scratch and Pete PA is in the pole position on the Wheel of Doom, and we have started that way for the last long while. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And I see that Facing Reality is in the house. She's always at the top of the list for engagement here in Tuberchat. Face King 10, it's good to see you. Jeremy's Arc Vlogs, good to have you back. Lifestyle with Tina K, good to have you in the house. Merriment and Livy, it's been a little while, but it's good to have you back. Patrick Hollett, always good to see you. And Quickie-O is our featured channel from yesterday. So hopefully everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. I see that Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More is here. And he happens to be a moderator and a member. So I've got him on the wheel right now. The Lisa D. Delight Show, good to see you here. The Daniel Show 200 is just a slight name change for our friend Daniel, if I'm right about that. Wolfsbane Explorations, it's been a little while since you've been here, but it's great to have you in the house. That's a creator that loves promoting others, so hopefully you'll enjoy connecting with them. And a personal friend, Have Cheetah Will View, is in the house. This is somebody who I've actually collaborated with before, and we did an interview. I was honored to have been interviewed by them. They interview a lot of different personalities on their channel, including actors, producers, directors, musicians, and I was honored to be a part of you, where we're doing something very special this Wednesday. Another mutual friend of ours, Huntophobia, who some of you will remember from the paranormal genre, is here with Tuberchat regularly. And that is somebody who's unbelievably supportive, supports on all of my channels, as a matter of fact. And you can set the notification for that live stream. It's already ready to go, or turn the notification bell on. I hope you'll do both. So hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I see Nurse Leslie is in the house. I see that Emerge Kenya TV is here. Good to see you here. And I don't know, Quickie-O, if the trouble is on your end of the internet or mine today. I know I've had some internet issues over the last few weeks, but we might want to check that out. Is that Chris's Clever Craft, who's given us some serious action in the chat already? Yes, Chris's Clever Craft, thank you so much for a super chat. I really do appreciate that. Chris's Clever Craft is a fun creator. They bring that fun everywhere that they go, and they happen to be a member here, but we're going to look at that channel next before I start spinning the wheel for that reason. So thank you for that extra generosity to get us going today. Yeah, Nurse Leslie is in the house. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I feel like I might have. Oh, maybe I am buffering. Yeah, maybe we're away from Toronto, Canada, so we don't have that fiber optic 5G really good internet stuff yet, but hopefully it will improve over time. If the stream breaks because of the internet in the next hour, we will come back one time. But if it's after that, then we'll just let it go for today. But we should be okay. We'll hang on, and I appreciate everybody's patience. If everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to use the turn the chat off to get it done, but I'll appreciate it greatly. And if anybody in the house, like I said, is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Forgive me for anything I've missed in the chat, and I have Cheeto View. There might be outside forces at play here. Easy Relaxation Soothe, good to see you in the house. And I am going to drop actually a link for that interview that I was just talking about with seeing them. Yeah, I can see my internet's acting all silly. But I've got it tethered. I'll do what I can. And then, yeah, just please bear with me. I reset everything before. And State Gardener is the channel that we're looking at right now. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to them. And like I said, they've got 1,400 subscribers right now. We'd like to push them a little bit farther towards the 1,500 that they're thinking about. Brown Girl Bella is here as well. There's a lot of variety on this channel. So hopefully everybody will on as if, even though I know that the internet is acting up. And we'll hang on as long as we can. So Chris's Clever Craft is here with 346 subscribers. I'm hoping that we can push them a little bit farther. They're almost halfway to 400 now. And you can see that this creator features a lot of channels on their homepage. I'm happy to see creators promoting others and a lot. Enjoy the variety that you find over here with Chris's Clever Craft as well. This is a fun creator who brings fun and engagement everywhere that they go. It makes it a pleasure to run a stream like this when you have so much engagement from what you can truly call friends and family right away. And we'll get to some more channels from our chat list afterwards. Forgive me for anything that I've missed in the chat, like a question or a comment that you meant for me to see. Just please mention it again. I will appreciate thumbs up at the beginning of the message, or at mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier, and we'll catch it the next time around. I see that also Outgoing Azzy's in the house. It's always good to have you here. Tanae is in the house as well. That's another fairly new channel coming into Tuberchat, and it's great to see you back so often already. Let's look at Baskets Resale. This is actually Baskets with a second channel. So I'll show you both of their channels, and we'll look at this one first because this is the one we see most often. And with 680 subscribers, I'd love to push them up towards the 700 that we know that they're thinking about. And what you'll find here is a bit of education and when it comes to the idea of buying low and selling high. So Baskets Resale definitely has a lot to be learned on their teaching from that. There's lots of different ways to make money in the world, of course, both offline and online. And when you can mesh the two together, you can really have some great success. So Baskets will help us with that. When we look at their original channel, we're going to see that they have got over 7,200 now, and I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther on this channel. Hopefully you'll support them in both places. Any creator that's got this kind of a sub count, I think, has a lot to be learned from, as well as entertained and inspired by. And then thank you so much, Chris's Clever Craft. Hopefully we will see your project in a video very, very soon. But thank you very much, and especially for hanging out, letting it run. Marino's Mysteries, good to see you here, living beautifully. It's good to have you in the house. I know it's been a little while. Forgive me for any mean to, as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get a channel up here and see who's coming up and what they've got going on for us. One of the things we want to keep in mind for anybody that's fairly new to Tuberchat, if you've only been here a few times before, when we're connecting with people, the most important thing is to keep in mind the idea of making the first move and connecting with other creators first. They will turn around and do the same thing with you afterwards. That's where you'll find the best success here in Tuberchat. We believe wholeheartedly in the idea of giving much more than we expect to receive. And the way that we specifically connect with creators, I recommend that everybody keep track of everybody you're connecting with today. Make sure that they're on the same page, paying attention, because people are coming in and out of Tuberchat all the time, right? Lots of people are on a phone, they have to leave and come back, and it's okay, that's what we're supposed to be doing. But what you want to do is start a conversation, let somebody know that you want to connect with them, then head to their channel, watch a full video of at least 3 minutes long. It's very important that it's at least 3 minutes, and very important that we watch the full video. Leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of the video, and it should be at least a few sentences. I recommend 3 or 4. And then give a thumbs bell on, as I do for all creators. Then come back, let them know that you've done that. They will do the same thing for you. Yarn Barf, good to see you back in the house. Four Corners Custom Products, Mobile, Alabama. Thank you so much for another super chat. That extra support. We are going to look at your channel next for that reason, and you've knocked a little bit of life off of our stream. Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa is brand new to Tuberchat. They're just here for what I believe is the second time now, so I'm still a channel to do to get to know their content, get to know these creators, but hopefully everybody will enjoy that as well. 194 subscribers right now. We want to push them a little bit farther towards the 200 they're thinking about. I'm going to take your I'll take your Thunderbirds video. I'm going to add this into a special playlist I've made for myself called Catch Up, so I can get caught up with your channel, start to get to know your content a little bit better. And every time you're here, hopefully I'll do a better job of promoting your channel and talking about the content that I found. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them, and we've already seen great generosity in these creators, as well as the fact that they are obviously loyal and dedicated supporters. So Target X187, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And I just want to make sure, I'm hoping not to miss anybody in the chat. I know that the stream's been going in and out, so just please forgive me if I haven't welcomed you. I probably did. You may not have heard it, but I do appreciate everybody's patience today. It looks like we're going to be good to go. So next, we're going to look at Four Corners Custom Products, Mobile, Alabama. And they just dropped a super chat on us, so thank you again for that extra support. I do appreciate that. They've done that many times before already, and just in finding Tuberchat within the last week. So we'll see in a second what they've got going on. I might have to type here. There we go. Facing Reality always says, please don't be shy, come and say hi. Patrick Hollett, what's up to you? Hopefully you're doing well. I'm always doing okay. And Four Corners Custom Products Mobile Alabama has now 94 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Today we might even be able to get them up and over the race to the first 100. So that would be very cool. What you'll find from Four Corners Custom Products Mobile Alabama is merchandise. They will show us the process behind the merchandise. They'll show us a lot of different things that they have available, both for themselves and for other YouTubers and small businesses. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. Enjoy the education that comes with knowing about how this stuff is created and what's involved, so that you can possibly even come up with inspiration and ideas for your own merchandise when you think about your channel and your businesses and things like that. Jamaica Agenda, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. We've already seen great generosity from Four Corners Custom Products Mobile Alabama and have already blazed their way into the Tuberchat family, so hopefully everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. And Tellard Maid, good to see you back in the house. Thank you for coming in. Tellard Maid is actually a longtime friend of Tuberchat and making regular appearances lately, which is really, really cool. Artfully Blind with Diana is another creator with over 3,000 subscribers, so you can bet that there's much to be learned from her, as well as entertained and inspired by. And I've said many times, she's fully monetized, so there's lots of ways to support her, including memberships and super chats, and it is worth considering the idea of a super chat for Artfully Blind with Diana, just because you got to see her special super chat happy dance video. It is one of a kind and extremely entertaining, and I can't help but even smile while I talk about it. But Artfully Blind with Diana does a lot more than art on her channel. She does some game nights that are becoming very popular and engaging, and I hope you'll join her for that as well. And then, of course, there is art on the channel, as you would expect. And like I said, she's fully monetized, so there's lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships. She has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter and friend for quite some time. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with her. And like I said, with over 3,000 subscribers, you can bet there's much to be learned, as well as entertained and inspired by from her. If anybody in the meantime is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat, and other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Yarn Barf says they're not monetized yet. They have a cat food fund. Interesting. Interesting, very, very muchly so. If you haven't ever heard the term Yarn Barf, I had not until yesterday. As a matter of fact, to be honest, I actually pulled that channel up in the background so that I could have a quick look to make sure that that was a real channel before I put it on the screen. Sure enough, it is, and Yarn Barf is a thing. I don't know if it's their thing or if it's a much more popular thing, but it definitely makes sense. They mention it on their About page, but it's good to have you back in the house. Hopefully we'll look at your channel soon. Michael Vlogs, good to see you in the house. Thank you for the like and the share. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope that everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. I know if you're on a phone, you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Spotless Calm, a dear friend and incredible supporter, is in the house, as well as I think we see a brand new channel here, and it is Sheed We Here. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house, and everybody here is willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And pardon me, hopefully everybody's doing okay. What's for dinner, says Facing Reality. It's early for me. I'm in the Eastern time zone, so it's only 1:30 for me. Target X187 hit the nail on the head right there. Pizza, of course, always gets me going. So, Scratch and Pete PA was in the pole position on the wheel. They've come up already. Pete is a dear friend, somebody who's actually been building quite a reputation, both as a supporter and as a moderator. They moderate on dozens of channels, maybe even more than that now. He is one of the most supportive creators on all of YouTube that I have met in my approximately 5 years on YouTube now. And then, thank you so much, Brown Girl Bella. Yeah, 11 months, my goodness. Brown Girl Bella has been with me from the very beginning, about 2 years now, actually, since before Tuberchat was even a thought, and she is actually inspirational in the creation of Tuberchat, as a matter of fact. GA Girl, I Am Every Woman, the Dream Team, is a member as well. I've just got you onto the wheel now. And Scratch and PPA now has 833 subscribers. So it's great when you get this far, because it starts to feel like, you know, the 1,000 that we all think about is on the horizon. You know you're going to get there. It's just a matter of time now. So Scratch and PPA is such an overwhelming supporter, you can bet that it's not going to be too long from now. Wolfspear Productions, thank you so much for another super chat. They've done that many, many, many times, and I really do appreciate that extra support. So let me just move your channel, and we're going to look at that one next for that reason. JK Soraya, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Oracles and Beyond, good to have you here. Thank you for coming in as well. Oracles and Beyond is a generous creator who will give you a free oracle reading on her live stream. And you can get two at the same time, which is really something else, because you'll get an idea of what might be going on in your life, what might have recently happened, might be coming around the corner. Writing with Emotion, New Soul, thank you for another super chat from you as well. I really do appreciate that. That's our dear friend Emotion, the talented singer and songwriter. You might have been aiming for the stream boss position, but Wolf Spirit Productions beat you to it. So I do appreciate the extra support, of course. Coupon Gale, good to see you here. She's got 2 channels. We'll look at both of those soon as well. And Cali King 916, good to see you in the house also. And what we're looking at is Scratch and PPA. What he does on his channel is a series of videos that are interactive. And what that means is that if you follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which I do, of course, you will have the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video. And it sets his series apart, makes it unique, and a lot of fun to be a part of. Thank you, Brown Girl Bella, for your super chat. Cheers to more years. Yes. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it, especially the kind words, too. And AG Born Jamaican, thank you as well. I'm making a secondary list now on the bottom of my Wheel of Doom here, so I can put these channels all up in order. Charlene Heel, thank you for coming in. She's a powerhouse of energy and positivity. And thank you. We'll get to the super chatting channels in another moment. And Quickie-O, yeah, it's an overwhelming amount of support, so thank you, everybody, for that. So Scratch and PPA, like I said, has this interactive series of videos. What you'll find, though, is that the chat that runs during his premieres, which fall every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern, rivals the fastest that you've seen. Faster than Tuberchat, faster than most chats that are out there. Because of the overwhelming support that Scratch and PPA gives to others, he literally seems to be everywhere all the time. It all comes back in a flood of support back to him, and it's great to see. And it's really fast-paced, high energy. It's a lot of fun to be a part of, and I hope you'll meet me over there this Tuesday for the next premiere. I've already got my reminder set, but of course I have notification bells on for everybody. As a matter of fact, for Scratch and PPA, I have an alarm on my phone to make sure that I don't miss any premieres. Big Boy Facts Johnny TV, good to see you here. Living Life with Doreen, good to have you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And Scratch and PPA also features an individual creator in every live stream, giving you now 47 opportunities to meet loyal and dedicated supporters who've had impact on one of the most supportive creators that I've met. So you have a lot to look forward to when you get over to Scratch and PPA, including meeting new friends and family members. Mo, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. That is a generous creator who often shares for us on Twitter. Anybody who tweets or retweets for us gets added automatically by me into a Twitter list where we have almost 100 members now. They are people people who are here in the YouTube family. They are active on Twitter and willing to share for others. So you can imagine the kind of collaborating that can be done there. I hope you'll check that out. Wolf Spirit Productions has 198 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. We might be able to get them up and over the 200 that they're thinking about today. This is an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. She shows generosity in every way that you can on YouTube. Wolf Spirit Productions happens to be a truck driver. They take us on their travels on their channel, as well as give us a wonderful look at the creator and their home life behind the channel. And they show generosity, like I said, in every way that you can. They happen to be a gold member here, so we will see their link drop by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. And it's an interesting note to see that Wolf Spirit Productions is the daughter of Sparkle's Hope Chest in real life. We see these two creators here in Tuberchat every single day, and I'm always happy to be seeing anybody who is in real life friends or family supporting each other, even though they have separate channels doing their own thing. Wolf Spirit Productions and Sparkle's Hope Chest often collaborate when they can, and they've got their own separate channels, their own separate stories going on, which is really great. And Wolf Spirit Productions is the kind of creator who will reach out both with questions, but especially with lessons learned along the way, so that we can share information together with everybody here in the Tuberchat community for the betterment of all of us. And I really do appreciate that kind of generosity as well. I hope you will too, and you'll find that kind of support coming back to you after you connect with Wolf Spirit Productions. I still have to watch your video about the RIP Wolf Spirit, where there's a story there about it's almost like a mascot for Wolf Spirit Productions. So forgive me, I'm not describing it right because I haven't watched the video yet, but the updated avatar is the beginning of a story that you're going to find when you get to their channel in a recently posted video. Next, we're going to look at Emotion. So when I look for this creator, I look for Emotion New Soul. This is a talented singer and songwriter. They actually have two channels. I'll show you both of them. We've joined them a few times for both premieres and live streams. Sometimes on their channel we get music videos, sometimes we get compilations. As well, they've started experimenting with reaction videos, and as you can see, one of their videos from just 8 days ago already has 8,000 views, which is really, really cool. And then this happens to be a dear friend, somebody who is also a moderator and a gold member. We will see their link drop by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. This is somebody who also reaches out with lessons learned along the way, so that everybody can benefit with the different experiments and things. They'll be willing to help anybody with the ideas behind live streaming, the use of OBS, and the system that they use. Ali's Craft Pursuits, good to see you here. And Wolf Spirit Productions, it is in fact the mascot for Wolf Spirit. So I'm going to have to go and watch that video myself. I hope everybody will check that out. On Emotion, you'll see that this is an official music channel where we get their original works. They're fully monetized with super chats and memberships available. They've got almost 2,100 subscribers right now and climbing fast. And we are now looking at their second channel, Writing with Emotion New Soul. This is where we get a behind-the-scenes look at the writing process used by this talented singer and songwriter in their original works. So definitely a lot to be learned here, as well as entertained and inspired by. And I'm just going to go back and grab a link for myself because I see that they've got a premiere. Oh yeah, you're going to set it up for Writing with Emotion New Soul. They're going to have something coming up today after Tuberchat, which will be cool. And hopefully everybody will check that out. So next we're going to look at Brown Girl Bella. And one more time, thank you Wolf Spirit Productions and Emotion for your super chats. I really do appreciate that. Patty Moore Show, yes, it has been a while, but thank you for coming in. And thank you for the comment as well. I know you mentioned that. I'll look forward to catching up with your channel, and it's great to have you here. The Otter Lad, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Thank you very much for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. We're going to look at your channel right after AG Born Jamaican, who's up next. we always put the Super Chatters up right away, and then we will get back to spinning the wheel. As we work the wheel down, I will look for some more names out of our chat list. Everybody has the chance to be on the wheel or the screen. And then facing reality, your TikTok videos have been blowing up. That's very good. Very good stuff. Hopefully you can double up that content for anybody that is doing shorts videos, or if you are experimenting with things on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, and places like this. Consider the idea of bringing those videos over here if it's appropriate. And one of the suggestions that a lot of bigger YouTubers might make is that if you take the logos out of those videos, so for instance, maybe you want to make a short video and produce it on your phone, or if you can get it onto a computer and edit it that way, you can upload that clean video to each platform individually, because they all don't want to see each other's logos, right? And you can use your TikTok videos as shorts here on YouTube and possibly even qualify for the Shorts Fund, but you cannot qualify if a TikTok logo's in there. However, you don't have to do that, of course. I never want to tell anybody what they should or shouldn't do. You have to decide what's right for your own channel. Sometimes the best idea is to use the other social networks to accent the content that you have here in YouTube, or complement it as opposed to doubling up. So it's a thought, and thank you, Patty Moore Show. I do appreciate the kind words. Thank you, everybody, for the thumbs up. If anybody hasn't already done that, I hope that you will. We're looking at Brown Girl Bella. So this is a creator who's been with me for about 2 years now. I've been on YouTube for what's getting on 5 years, if I'm right. I have to go back and look. And when I had first started on YouTube, I was only following, like bigger channels. I just got on there. I wasn't watching much. And as things moved on, I eventually was introduced to what we call the small YouTuber community. And we only use those words because they're so popular. If I made this channel called Creator Network, nobody would ever show up, right? So we use small YouTubers as a term. But when I was introduced to a few of the creators in Brown Girl Bella's community, I was overwhelmed by the generosity of her and others to help other people bring their channels along and promote them to others. So Brown Girl Bella will allow and encourage everybody to connect in their live streams the same way that we do in Tuberchat. When I had said, hey, I want to do a growth stream, we're just going to put the focus on relationships, Brown Girl Bella is one of the creators who said, well, let me help you, and had promoted, and she does that for everybody, what I mean, kind of thing. Now, she is a very much loved and well-respected creator, now with over 2,700 subscribers, so you can bet there's a lot to be learned from her, as well as entertained and inspired by. She has a very loyal and dedicated community surrounding her channel, and she posts almost every single day. She posts a lot of videos of different types, sometimes hauls, sometimes get ready with me videos, unboxings, but as well, she streams a couple of times a week, particularly on Sundays and Thursdays for sure, and hopefully you'll join her for those. She's fully monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships, and she's been an official member here on Tuberchat for 11 months now, so I put her channel on the wheel as soon as she got here, and thank you very much for the extra support, your extra super chat. I really do appreciate that. Like I said, this is an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and has been a friend for a long, long time. Forgive me for anybody that I've missed in the chat. 345 Barry, good to see you here. Gaming Plus TV, good to have you in the house. Mo's still in the house. So these days it's taking quite a while to get onto the wheel and the screen, but I do want to assure everybody that if you have the time to hang out for a while, the wheel and the screen, of course, are open to everybody. So as we work down the wheel and get through a few more channels, I'll start adding some names from our chat list, as I always do. AG Born Jamaican, thank you for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. They're coming up on 1,600 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther today and get them a little closer to that milestone. And they are posting frequently. Let's see what they're doing here. See how they have on their banner, new video, 1 or 2 per week, and they're absolutely following that. You can see that all their latest uploads. which is really cool. They've got some delicious looking content, but it's pure variety over here, as a matter of fact. They're fully monetized, so there's lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when you get there. And we see AG Born Jamaican out supporting other creators all the time. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, please just mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. Hopefully that will help me see it easier. We'll catch it the next time around. I'll appreciate everybody's patience, of course. And next we're going to look at the Otter Lad. This is a brand new channel coming into Tuberchat. Thank you so much, especially for coming in blazing with generosity that way in another super chat. I really do appreciate that extra support, and I'll look forward to getting to know this channel. So I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I'll take this 16-minute flight video, and I'll add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuberchat as well now, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Gloria's Platter's having trouble with her laptop. Hopefully you'll get that figured out. And then, as well, we'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Thank you one more time for that super chat. And for AG Born Jamaican, Brown Girl Bella, Writing with Emotion New Soul, Wolf Spirit Productions, Chris's Clever Craft. I do appreciate all of this extra support to get us going today. You've all knocked a bit of life off of our new stream boss, Wolf Spirit Productions, today, and what I'm talking about is that video game life meter right under my camera. Wolf Spirit Productions took the stream boss position, and we'll get a little bit of extra exposure for that reason. Next, we're looking at Towley's Art and Game channel. This is a brand new member for Tuberchat, our newest, as a matter of fact, with 65 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 70 that they'll be thinking about today, possibly even closer to the first 100. They've already got a premiere ready to go for a few days from now. Hopefully everybody will enjoy that. It'll be coming out on Thursday for Thanksgiving for our American friends. And I'm still getting to know the channel here and the content, so I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully you will too. Hopefully you'll give them a warm welcome into the Tuberchat community, and like I said, we'll push them up and maybe even over the 70 they're thinking about today, a little bit closer on that road to the first 100. I need a quick second. I'm going to be right back, and then we will spin the wheel again. All right, pardon me for that. Let's spin the wheel and we'll see who's coming up next. If anybody's willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Ikram and Conroy happen to be members, so I put them on the wheel right away as soon as they got here. We'll see what they've got going on their channel right now. And oh yes, live stream from the other day. They've already posted twice since then. And I see you're playing Call of Duty. That's interesting. So it's pure variety on Ikram and Conroy from what I've seen so far. I'm still getting to know this channel, the content, and the creators behind it. Hopefully you'll enjoy that as well when you connect with them. 348 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, maybe up and over the 350 they're thinking about today, and halfway to the 400 that's right around the corner for them. And I'm just scanning the chat. Hopefully I'm not missing too much. Hopefully everybody otherwise is doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. And if you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, they really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. I know if you're on a phone, you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. And I didn't double check that Bautissimo is working, but thank goodness it is. So I'm going to add some names from our chat list onto the wheel right now. and we will see who will be coming up soon. Facing Reality, of course, like I said, is always at the top of the list. This is a creator who always spreads positivity, motivation, and engagement in the chat. Quickie-O was our featured channel from yesterday. We're going to get them up here. Rambling with the Brums will be featured tomorrow. And Oracles and Beyond, watching and cleaning. Yeah, that's... I do appreciate every moment everybody spends, especially when you let the stream run while you're, doing some of the other things that have to be done. So let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here and see what's happening. And look at that. It's going to be Quickie-O, who's been here since the beginning of the stream today. They were featured yesterday. Now, I'm still getting to know the gaming content on this channel, but I wanted to introduce them to everybody right away because they've already shown great support for other creators. You can see they're doing the featured channels collaboration already with a couple of friends here. And when you feature channels on your front page this way, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they're saying to their audience in the YouTube algorithm that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on your audiences and on the YouTube algorithm. I recommend it for anybody that's willing to do it. It's a great way to trade favors and get a friendship started with another creator. And if you have featured Tuberchat on your front page like Quickie-O has, please make sure that I know so I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that. Popping the popcorn, thank you for coming back in. She does movie reviews and has come into the Tuberchat family just blazing with support for others, which I'm happy to see. Same as Quickie-O. That's why these couple of channels have been featured recently. And we feature a different channel almost every single day so that you can find loyal and dedicated supporters even when we're not live streaming. We do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and on the thumbnails of our videos, which you have seen. So let's look at Tiny Panay. This is a brand new channel that just came into Tuberchat this weekend, invited in by Team Goodman, and I appreciate you being here again. I'm still getting to know the content on this channel, but with 577 subscribers, we're happy to see that they've already got their community tab going. Thank you, Yarnbar, for sending out on Twitter. I really do appreciate that. I'm going to add some more names onto our wheel in another second. For those of you who are fairly new to Tuberchat, the wheel does not work just simply by how long you're here. I know it can take a long time to get onto the wheel and the screen, especially on the days that Tuberchat is like overly busy. But I appreciate everybody's patience. I have a robot here called Bottissimo, and you see the chat coming up with messages from Bottissimo here and there. It does a great job of keeping statistics as to not just how long everybody's been here, but how active they are in the chat, how much you're interacting with other creators. It has an arbitrary point system, but what happens is when I need names for the wheel, like I do again right now, I can look over at my list and add them in some kind of an order. And Bottissimo helps me keep track of all that stuff. So I'm going to add a couple more names right now and see what I can do about adding a couple more channels. And Tiny Panay, it's my pleasure having your channel up again. Nurse Leslie is coming up in a second, along with Outgoing Azzy and Yarnbarf, and then I will add some more names shortly. So let's spin. Tiny Panay, like I said, I'm still getting to know the content on this channel. It looks like pure variety from what I've seen so far, but I'm enjoying getting to know them. And like I said, they were personally invited over from Team Goodman. One of the things that you can count on is that word of mouth works as much or better than any other type of advertising or marketing you could possibly do, even with the other social networks. A personal invitation from somebody can really set the tone for the beginning of a new connection and friendship, and we've seen that many times. Buying Space, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Mo, I don't have any of the commands available on Tuberchat. And Yarn Barf getting an error message for a link on Instagram. Is that Tuberchat or for somebody else? I'm just curious. Maybe I've made a mistake. I hope not. Brown Girl Bella, we looked at already. Forgive me, I forgot to take a couple of these channels off the wheel. They had given us some super chats, so we put them on the screen right away. Let's spin again, and we'll see who's coming up next. It's going to be Nurse Leslie. So she recently changed up her channel a little bit. There's a new name. There is some new content. So particularly what she's doing more than anything else is health information targeted towards women. However, I think we can all draw some education from the content that she's recently putting out. Nurse Leslie is a compelling storyteller. She's been previously featured on Tuberchat, of course, and she also brings a little bit of comedy into her videos, which I'm sure you're going to enjoy as well. So 525 subscribers right now. She's got her community tab going, and hopefully we can push her a little bit farther up and over maybe the 530 she's thinking about today towards 600. Yes, for Tuberchat on Instagram. I'm going to have to look at that in a quick second. See if I've made a mistake. Shards of Gaming is in the house. Thank you for coming in. And a 15-year veteran of YouTube, Metrosonic, is making an appearance again today. Thank you for coming back in. He was here yesterday. And let's think about spinning the wheel. GA Girl, I Am Every Woman, the Dream Team actually just snuck in a super chat. So we'll look at that channel next. I'm just going to go and double check my Instagram link for a quick second and see if there's some kind of a mistake for some reason. Oh my goodness. Oops, an error occurred. Why on earth would that be? The link is right. Let's see if we can figure this out. I hope everybody will follow on Instagram. I put out an Instagram post and story featuring the featured channel of the day on every day that we live stream, which is every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Yeah, Instagram.com/Tuberchat. Something is up there. I don't know why. Yeah, thank you for pointing that out. I'm just going to make a note for myself. Let me get GI Girl, I Am Every Woman, the Dream Team up here. This is better known as Georgia Girl, actually, but she's just truncated the name there a little bit. Georgia Girl, I Am Every Woman, the Dream Team is here. Just making a note to fix that Instagram link. I don't know what on earth could have done that. Georgia Girl is an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They have just crossed the 500 subscribers, so we see that they've got 506 right now. I'm hoping we can get them a few extras, push that number up a little bit farther. I hope I pronounced this right. If I say Higgy Homestead, is that possibly close to being right? I'd love it if you'd correct me so that I can promote your channel properly when you're here. But it's good to have you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here, and everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. I'm going to put Coupon Gale and Target X187 onto the wheel right now. Have Cheetah will view. Let me know if you're still here with us. And I will refresh my pages. And I'll add some more names as we need them. I'm going to spin right now, actually. We'll see who's coming up next. GA Girl, I Am Every Woman, the Dream Team does a mix of live streams and videos, as you can see, but they're posting frequently, so I'm sure that's why they're starting to grow pretty quickly. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. They've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long time, and hopefully they'll get their community tab going within the next few days. I've heard it can only take 3 days, but I only heard that once. When the threshold was 1,000 subscribers, it used to take 7 days. So you can bet somewhere in between there, but eventually you're going to wake up one day, it's just going to be there, and you can start using it. So we'll be looking forward to that. Yarn Barf is brand new to Tuberchat. They're just here for what I believe is the second time today. And then hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. You will find on their About page the definition of yarn barf right there. And I hope you'll check that out. So 3,470 subscribers right now. They're getting very close to 3,500. And then, oh, okay, thank you, the Otter Lad. I will check Instagram after the live stream today. But thank you for reaching out there. And yeah, if you want, just unsend and come in with the right account if you want, or however you want to do it. But I will make sure that I look afterwards. I'm pretty active on Instagram. It seems to be the network that's taken over for me over the last long while. I was much more prominent on Facebook for a long time, and I was pretty lagging, actually, to be honest with you, for a social media guy to get into Instagram. But now, of course, that's the thing, right? And that's seems to be the most active everywhere when it comes to communication, anyway. So anybody can reach out anytime, and it should be instagram.com/tuberchat. Of course, you'll find me easily, but I got to fix the link on our homepage for some reason here. Yeah, Mo, Georgia Girl, I Am Every Woman, the Dream Team has one of the longest names. We've got a couple of others. We've got Sam's Logs Trains and More still on the wheel. We've got Lincolnshire Train Spotting, Northeast Lincolnshire Train Spotting Hub, and I think their second channel takes the cake with Lincolnshire LC and TC Automated Announcements. I think we've got some seriously long names. I find that the longer names are the easiest ones to remember. Coupon Gale is coming up right now. She's actually got 2 channels. I'll show you both of those. I'm still getting to know the content on Yarn Barf. I'm actually going to take your latest video and I'm just going to put this into my playlist that I've got called Catch Up, so that I stay caught up and get to know your content a little bit better. We're going to look now at Coupon Gale and her other channel. And the Otter Lad, thank you for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. We did have your channel up earlier. I only put channels up one time, but I do appreciate the extra support. AG Born Jamaican sent over a brand new channel, Bullseye TV. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here, and everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Thank you, Shards of Gaming, especially for being here when it's so busy. And then, yeah, the Otter Lad, we put it up earlier, but I always only put channels up one time. But I do appreciate your extra generosity, of course, with these couple of super chats. Whenever a super chat comes in, I put a channel up on the screen right away, but still only once per stream, no matter how much that is, just so that we can still get as many channels up as possible. We actually nicknamed it a long time ago. A friend of ours, Mr. Naz, named the Wheel of Doom, actually, and we keep that name in honor of them. And I still got to change my catch-up list for Ghostly Winds, actually. I'm just going to make a note of that. We do have a little bit of fun with that. So, Coupon Gale has 392 subscribers. I have seen other creators reach out and talk about how effective Coupon Gale is with helping them save money. So I hope that we can all do a little bit of that. It's always wonderful when we think, especially about monetization on our channels, to think about maximizing the impact of the income once it comes through. And thank you, Scratch and PPA, for helping me with that. Faye Blatcher, I should have had you on the wheel, and I did not yet, but Scratch and PPA was on the case as always, so I managed to get that on there now. Patrick Kaskoka Art, good to see you back in the house, and Bigfoot Anon, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're both doing well today and ready to meet some new friends and family members. So when we look at Coupon Gale, like I said, we're going to get a chance to save some money. I'm just going to take your latest video. I thought I added one of these to my catch-up list, but I guess I'm wrong about that. I'll add this one here, and then that will help me stay caught up and make sure I don't fall too far behind with your channel. This is Gail's Southern Living. This is the main channel from this creator with 1,480 subscribers right now, almost 1,500. I'm hoping we can get her a little bit closer. And she's fully monetized over here with super chats and memberships available, and lots of ways to support her. Then I'm going to take another video from here as well so that I can stay caught up with this channel. I don't want to fall too far behind. Gail is posting frequently on both channels, as a matter of fact. And I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here, and I'll add some more names. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to take a break for 3 minutes because we're over time. Outgoing Azzy will be the next channel that we look at. In the meantime, then if anybody's willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. We'll be back in a few minutes. All right, we're back and we're looking at Outgoing Azzy with 4,400 subscribers. They're getting pretty close to being halfway to 5,000, obviously. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to this creator. They are definitely the king of outgoing. This is Outgoing Azariah with a slight name change to Outgoing Azzy. Hopefully everybody will enjoy the variety in content that you see on this channel. and they're posting frequently. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that, not to mention the support that comes back from them. They're always engaging, and they bring a lot of energy into the chat as well, and positivity, of course. So if anybody in the house hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope that you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving thumbs up to each other when you're out supporting each other. And if you are on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly, of course. And I'm just going to take this video and add it into my catch-up list. This is your birthday video. I'll think about watching the other one afterwards, but I just want to make sure I stay caught up a little bit, and hopefully you'll post something new. I see that you just posted a video a few days ago, and Outgoing Azzy is posting frequently. I'm going to have to look for your introduction video, Outgoing Azzy, but I'll make a note of that for myself. And I have your birthday video in my playlist to watch there. Thrill Seeks dropped a super chat on us. That's a long time. Generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter and friend. We're going to look at that channel next. And I'm going to move a little bit faster through channels now because we're in the second half of the live stream. Carpenter Self-Reliance, good to see you back in the house. Thrill Seeks is up here right now. Have Cheetah will view. Let me know if you're still here, if you're listening or watching. And Thrill Seeks has 1,180 subscribers right now. They're getting close to pardon me while I clean up my wheel. They're getting close to 1,200. And they're definitely willing to swap playlists, so I hope everybody who is willing to do that will just reach out in the chat. You can just say, I'm willing to swap playlists. Thrill Seeks will be willing to do that as well. They do the featured channels collaboration. We talked about this at the beginning of today's live stream, where you're able to collaborate with other creators if you'd like to. Feature them on your channel. A lot of people will feature you back after doing that. And I think that works wonders for the algorithm. It's great for branding when people see your channel so often, especially endorsed by others. The Stock Explorer happens to be a member. They're in the house right now, so I'm just adding you onto the wheel. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. If you've mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see that I missed, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or @mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I will keep my eyes open. We'll hopefully catch it the next time around. Thrill Seeks, I'm falling behind with some of your stuff here. Let me take this 45-minute video, I'll add this into my catch-up list to make sure I don't fall too far behind. Thrill Seeks brings us theme park content more than anything else, particularly focused on roller coasters, which is great because with the year and a half we've all had, we haven't been able, everybody, to get out to some of these places. So it's nice to have this channel to look through and remind ourselves about the fun that can be had. Even if you're not the kind of person who likes going on roller coasters, I'm sure everybody likes watching the fun that's had. So hopefully you'll enjoy that as well. Like I said, featured channels here, and Thrill Seeks is willing to swap playlists. This is a generous creator who shows generosity in every way that you can on YouTube. And Paul Blogs 2, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And Have Cheetah Will View is still in the house. I'm just going to get them onto the wheel. That's somebody who posts every single day. And hopefully everybody otherwise is doing okay. How to put keywords on your homepage. Carpenter Self-Reliance. No, forgive me, I might have missed that. Let me see if that's something that I can get to quickly. I'm going to open a window in another... in the background, I'm going to spin the wheel. I'm going to get another channel up here. And Thrill Seeks, thank you one more time for your super chat. I really do appreciate that extra support. I will get my page together here, and I'll show everybody how you can add keywords to your channel the same way that you do to add them into individual videos. It's something that can really help your channel along and help you get found. The Stock Explorer is here with 449 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Might be possible to even get them up and over the 500 that they're thinking about right now. We'd love to see this channel with a community tab. The Stock Explorer brings us a very down-to-earth look at both crypto and stocks. What they do is they talk about the companies, the products that they offer, and the things that they're either doing or have coming up that makes for the different moves that the Stock Explorer might suggest or inform us about that are coming up shortly. So I'm sure we're all going to be able to draw some entertainment, inspiration, and possibly even education from the Stock Explorer. I've been lucky enough to catch them on a couple of live streams now. I've watched plenty of videos, and I love what I'm seeing so far. So hopefully you will too. I always keep saying that, you know, there's a couple of things we all have in common. Food is one of those things. Finance is one of those things. And when we think about monetization, it would be wonderful if after everybody is monetized, you could maximize the impact of that income once it's there. And we have a few channels that can help us with that, but the Stock Explorer definitely seems to be one, as well as they are extremely supportive and engaging in the chat, and that can really help a lot of hosts, whether it's in a premiere or a live stream. So I'm just going to show you something here. Carpenter Self-Reliance was asking a question. Call me V. Thank you for coming in. She's an extremely engaging creator as well. And then thank you so much, Paul Blogs too. I really appreciate the kind words. So I'm just going to show you a page from the YouTube studio. You can get to this, of course, by going down into the settings in the bottom left of your YouTube studio, going to channel, and right away where you select your country, I'm in Canada, of course, comes up a place where you can add up to 500 characters for keywords, right? So that can help your channel get found. So I hope everybody will check that out and maximize the impact of your search by getting those keywords in there. And I am going to put spin on the wheel right now, and then we'll see who's coming up next, and I'll get some more names onto the wheel shortly. And then call me V. Yes, absolutely. I caught them on a live stream the other day. Have Cheetah Will View is coming up right now. So we were talking about this channel at the beginning of the stream a little bit because they do a lot of interviews, a lot of focusing on other creators of all kinds. They interview actors, producers, directors, musicians, and YouTubers. And I've been honored to have been interviewed by Have Cheetah Will View, and it is one of the most top performing interviews, which is really cool and an honor to have been a part of. They've got 445 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 they're thinking about. And I'm just going to drop another link again for something that we've got going on this coming Wednesday. I will be co-hosting an interview with Have Cheetah Will View, an interview of Huntophobia, who is a mutual friend, somebody who I've been out with on a couple of paranormal investigations. So it should be a good time, and it should prove to be quite a discussion between the three of us. Have Cheetah Will View has been a very supportive creator. They support on all of my channels and have for a long, long time. And like I said, Huntophobia is a mutual friend and somebody I've had the pleasure of hanging out with on several of their paranormal investigations, actually made appearances in a few of their episodes of Huntophobia on the Paraflix network. So it should be fun. Hopefully everybody will join us for that. Have Cheetah Will View, like I said, is an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Hopefully you'll find that kind of support coming back to you after you connect with them. Oh, and the Otter Lad's mentioning a stock. I love things on sale. I definitely like looking for the crash when it comes to this kind of stuff. I'm not much of a, I haven't stepped into stocks yet. Crypto, I dipped my toe into that pool this past summer. And as I grow and learn in that environment, I find myself trying to find things, especially after they crash. If crypto loses 10 or 12% in a day, then I'm looking at the week and month to make sure they're down, and that's when I will make a move. Not saying I'm right. Don't take my financial advice when it comes to that. I am definitely a newbie when it comes to crypto, but it's definitely methodology, if you want to put it that way. And then Take a Glass of Water Media, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. I will add some names to the wheel right now. Faye Blatcher is an extremely supportive creator. They happen to be a member. I put them on the wheel as soon as Scratch and Pete PA caught me forgetting to do it. So members always get added to the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat, or when Scratch and Pete PA notices that I forgot. Or Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More, for that matter as well. But Faye Blatcher is somebody who engages the chat. She's out supporting other creators regularly. When I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams supporting other creators myself, I run into Faye Blatcher regularly, and hopefully you'll enjoy some of that support coming back to you as well when you connect with them. I'm just going to look over here at what I can do about adding some more names to the wheel. That's going to take me just a quick second. And we want to make sure we get as many channels onto the screen as we can today. We're not in any rush to get out of here. We can probably stay for another hour or so if everybody would like. And I'm just looking. Tiny Panay we looked at. Spotless Calm is coming up. This is an unbelievably supportive creator. They actually orchestrated a raid party yesterday where they raided from one premiere to the next, which was really, really cool and an opportunity to support a lot of creators. Tellard Maid is coming up, another longtime friend of Tuberchat, Cali King 916, and I will get Charlene Heel on there, and then we'll see where we are in another few moments as we need names when we work the wheel down a little bit. Let's spin. Faye Blatcher has 2,360 subscribers. Hope we can push her a little bit farther towards the 2,400 that they will be thinking about. Cali King 916 is coming up next. And this creator is giving us a real-world look at Sacramento, California. Some of the videos that they've done lately, when you see their videos page here, you're going to see a lot of these bike night videos. But what you'll find is that in these videos, there's a lot more than just bikes. Now, I'm still getting to know the content on this channel and its creator, because Cali King 916 is fairly new to Tuberchat, but we did already feature this channel because of the unbelievable support that they just came into the Tuberchat community blazing with. They were right away. As soon as I saw them at all, I felt like I started to see them everywhere, supporting other creators. They engaged the chat here, and I've had a good time going through their content. So hopefully you will too. I'm going to still continue to get to know this creator. Hopefully you'll enjoy that as much as I will. And, oh, really? They might split, says the Stock Explorer, on December the 9th, you said. Yeah, it's interesting. So the Stock Explorer was talking about that the other day. What I like as well about what the Stock Explorer does is that I was in the live stream the other day, but they're still able to keep up with the chat. But the way that they talk is so down to earth, you know what I mean? Like, we're really just talking about the stuff. I mean, I know, you know, when you're in the chat, you're just chatting, it's the host talking, but it's so down to earth that it is like almost refreshing, if nothing else, right? And we were talking about that, the idea. I had asked if Tesla might split because it's getting expensive. So we'll have to see. New to Tuberchat, but not that new, the other lad. Maybe, yeah. It's an interesting way of putting it, that's for sure. And then, yeah, anything's possible, right? So we'll rely on the Stock Explorer to let us know if that happens. Buying Space, I hope I welcomed you. And forgive me, I'm just looking at something in another window here while I think about getting our next channel up. So Cali King 916, like I said, giving us a real-world look at Sacramento, California. I'm hoping we can push that channel up towards 200. And they have already shown to be a loyal and dedicated supporter. So I hope that you'll connect with them. Sparkle's Hope Chest is coming up right now. We talked about this channel just briefly earlier because Sparkle's Hope Chest is mom to Wolf Spirit Productions in real life, and they are here regularly. Pretty much every day. They do a lot of sharing for other creators, and they do both separate channels, like, so it's a mother-daughter combo, but they have separate channels. They just happen to be supportive of each other. They collaborate when they can. They've already done this a couple of times. And Sparkle's Hope Chest originally comes to us from our dear friend Froggy Went to Knitting, who's an influential creator, and they have got a very loyal and dedicated community surrounding them, which now has spidered out. Now we have some more friends from that community here in Tuberchat, and Sparkle's Hope Chest and Wolf Spirit Productions are definitely shining jewels in the Tuberchat family. Like I said, they're here regularly, almost every single day. They show generosity in about every way you can, on and off YouTube as well. They both share for a lot of other creators, particularly on Facebook. I see it most often. And then as well, Sparkle's Hope Chest has a series going on right now where they are giving us a behind-the-scenes look at the creator behind the channel, which I always love. And they're talking about their motel life right now and some life changes that they've recently gone through. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that as well. And I certainly am. Oh, and video stock. Yeah, see, when they get high, here's the thing. The reason why I talk about that stuff, forgive me, Sparkle's Hope Chest has 366 subscribers. I don't mean to rush through it. I should be moving a little bit faster through channels now. What does Wolf Spirit Productions say? Probably work on recording a couple more collabs next weekend while they're home for Thanksgiving. Yes, that makes sense. All of our American friends will be celebrating Thanksgiving this week. Canada had ours a couple of months ago. Or a month ago, I guess just over a month ago. Spotless Calm is coming up right now. Let's see what they got going on. When we talk about the idea of stock splitting like this, now forgive me, I am not a financial advisor. I'm certainly not one that should be talking about stocks. But my understanding is that I had seen Apple, I forget if it's 10 years already, go by that they split their stock. When a stock gets so expensive that it's very difficult for people to get into because it comes down to affording the shares, right? Then a company might consider splitting their shares. All they do is, let's say their stock is worth $1,000. They will split it 10 to 1 so that it's worth $100 now. All of the shareholders multiply their shares by 10, and anybody new coming in buys one at a time at $100. Now, if that's anywhere close to right, which I'm sure that it is, what that does is it opens things back up to people who can afford to buy shares at that price, as opposed to the higher prices of 1,000 or 2,000 where Tesla is now, and this and that. And things are changing though, because with the internet we see a lot of things coming up which I have to learn about. Hopefully the Stock Explorer can help us with that. But talking about partial shares, a lot of companies are starting to add this. I don't know the legalities of all that stuff yet, or the legitimacy of it, but it might be possible to even get into stocks at a smaller level if we need to. So, the Otter Lad, we can never predict, right? We can never predict. Like I said, I've dipped my toe into crypto this year, and I am a big fan of precious metals right now just because of where we are in the chain of cycles. But I think it's important for everybody to get financial information from as many places as they can. Like I said, food is something we all have in common. Finance is something as well. And we have a few channels here in Tuberchat to help us with that. Spotless Calm is an unbelievably supportive creator. When I am out in between premieres, live streams, I run into Spotless Calm regularly. They are out even, more than I am, and I'm out as much as I can be. And they seem to be all over the place supporting creators all the time, and we joke about that. We joke about bouncing between premieres and live streams, running into each other, sometimes multiple times in a day, because they're out supporting so much. So they have something going on their channel every single day. It is either a premiere or a live stream. They will allow and encourage everybody to connect in the same way that they do here in that we do here in Tuberchat. But they mix up the visuals and audio so that we always have something new to see. What they did this weekend was orchestrate a raid party, or a raid train if you want to call it that, where they ran a premiere, and then one creator starts, and then they raid into the next, raid into the next, raid into the next. And that was really cool, because I'm happy to see creators collaborating and supporting each other in different ways. more stock traders than I think, because the Stock Explorer is the first channel to come through Tuberchat that is specifically talking about stocks. Now it's started to become something that stirs up a little bit of discussion almost every day. And then Paul blogs too. I wish I'd have been in crypto earlier, but I danced and danced and danced. I mean, who didn't think that Bitcoin was someday going to be this big, huge thing? And I'm an internet and social media guy, and still I sat on the sidelines of that for a long, long time. But now that, it's getting so popular, there's so many different cryptos popping up, and I'm trying to learn about this stuff. It's interesting to me. I think we can all benefit from learning about the stuff, whether or not you want to touch the individual stocks or the individual cryptos or any of that. It's just great to know what's out there, because some of what powers crypto is also powering the websites and the apps and the games that we are playing already and going to be playing. There's new technologies coming out and new capabilities, which are really kind of mind-blowing, actually. Trader Chat, there you go. Yeah, maybe that would be an interesting one. That name's got to be taken, but I'm just gonna look it up anyway. Always got to research that stuff when somebody comes up with an interesting idea. TargetX187 is an extremely supportive creator. Now, this is a creator who hasn't posted. Let's double check here. I watched a lot of their stuff because I featured their channel. So they haven't posted in a long, long time, but they've actually been a longtime friend of Tuberchat and a very supportive creator, somebody who engages the chat, supports other creators. So the thought then is that perhaps in the future they will post more content. They happen to be a talented photographer, and they have their professional stuff up on some of the royalty sites like Envato and iStock Photo and other places like this. So if you follow them on Instagram, you get to see a little bit of that stuff. But I'm hoping we see a little bit on YouTube at some point. The good news is, by supporting them now, we'll have them a solid and strong foundation for their channel if they decide to do that. 68 subscribers right now. I'd love to push them a little bit farther, up and over the 70 that they're thinking about. Buying Space, I don't have you on the wheel yet, but I'm just about to add some more names. I always add them in order based on what my robot tells me is the most active creators in the chat, not to mention how long you've been here. It's not always just about how long you've been here. It's also about how interactive everybody is with each other. And the robot, Bottissimo here, keeps an arbitrary figure on how to come up with that order. So I'm just looking over there right now. That's what you see me doing when I'm looking way off into, cyberspace over here. Buying Space, it's actually time for you to come up right now. That's ironic. So you must have been onto something there. Trader Chat is not taken, really. That's interesting. Easy Relaxation Soothe. Let's see what you got going on. And I want to make sure I'm not missing anybody that should have been on the wheel. Popping the Popcorn should come up now. We haven't looked at them yet. Let me spin, I'll get another channel up, and then I'll see if there's any more that I can add. Something like that. I did have a quick idea there. It's not necessarily a good idea. I can't tell the good ideas from the bad ideas, right? Tuberchat was a good idea, but I can't always tell. And one of the ideas was to possibly have a panel weekly where we get a few people, like Commander Vlogs is a friend who happens to be into stocks and crypto, the Stock Explorer possibly, and then as time goes on you could pick another few people. So the idea then would be that we're kind of crowdsourcing the information, not meant to be a contest as to who's going to know the most or who's going to, this kind of thing, but just so that everybody can bring in some tips for everybody and share knowledge so that we can get some different points of view. And then for people who are a little more hesitant or a little more conservative in the way that they go about it, but I'm sure a lot of people would say, well, I'd love to do stocks, but I don't know anything about it. I'd love to do crypto, but I don't know anything about it. You might be reaching the right audience that then you could influence in the right way. They could still make their own decision, but when you have 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 different opinions coming in saying, here's what I think, there's what I think, then it might give people a little bit of help. Oh, outgoing Azzy, I forgot to take you off the wheel. Thank you, Scratch and PPA. This is what I mean. So when we talk about the idea of moderators in a chat, you'll notice that Tuberchat has few moderators, and there is a very long-winded speech that goes behind every moderator that we have here, my friendship with them and the reason why they are in the position of moderator. Now there's a lot of things you can do to try to make the job of the moderators easier, like I don't ask the moderators to drop our Twitter or Instagram links or any of that. It gets done automatically by a robot, and that can help because you want your moderators to be able to enjoy the stream, and in the case of Tuberchat, I want them to be growing their channels, connecting with people, and making friends more than anything else. And it's nice to have people who truly have your back so that when you need a bit of moderating to really be done, they're there for you. But you see, Scratch and PPA has my back all the time. I could probably count 100 times that I've made mistakes in the last 6 months on, either forgetting to put people on the wheel or putting people up twice or forgetting a super chat or letting it skip by because I talk too much. And Scratch and PPA was able to catch a lot of this stuff. So for that, I'm grateful. And it's interesting when you can look at it from that perspective and say, like, it's important to build friendships with people so that you really have people that you trust in your moderator squad, right? So, buying spaces here, 559 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther, get them rolling towards the 600 that they're thinking about. I am likely behind with your channel, so let me get 1 or 2 of your latest videos. I'm going to take 2 of these, and I'm going to add them into my catch-up list. Just to make, because I see they're fairly short videos. I just want to make sure I stay caught up and don't fall too far behind. Excuse me, pardon me very much. And Buying Space is a supportive creator. They're here with us regularly in Tuberchat. Hopefully everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. We don't always see the channel on the screen. Again, it depends on not just how long you're here, but how active you are in the chat, how much you're interacting with everybody. And then I look over to the robot when we need them. Yeah, the Otter Lad, Ghostly Winds, who's a longtime friend of Tuberchat, recently had kind of nicknamed the list Ketchup, and I've got a featured channel for today. Garden State Gardener is here. They've got Sunday Fun Day coming up, and I hope everybody will connect with them. We looked at that channel for the first 5 or 10 minutes of today's stream, and Garden State Gardener actually is an extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They had done a very thoughtful and considerate job of giving a shout out to Tuberchat in last Sunday's Sunday Fun Day. I wasn't there for that, but I saw it afterwards, and I was overwhelmed. I really do appreciate the generosity. I'm always happy to see anybody promoting other channels. When it comes to the idea of people making shout out videos for Tuberchat or talking about Tuberchat, of course I appreciate it because it expands our audience. If you introduce them to your people, they might come over here as well, and I appreciate that. But what it says to me is if somebody's willing to promote Tuberchat or anybody else, they might be willing to promote just about anybody else at all. If you're the kind of creator who's going to show generosity and become an integral part of somebody else's community, it's reasonable to think that kind of collaboration could be open to you as well. Lots of creators are willing to do a lot of shout outs, a lot of promoting of other creators, interviews, and all kinds of stuff. So I hope everybody will explore those opportunities as you make your friendships. Tellard Maid is a longtime friend of Tuberchat. I can see I'm behind with your channel, but I'm going to take... I thought I took one of these videos. I thought I was just about to catch up with you. I think I took your... Oh, why is this not... Why don't I have a red line here? I thought I went through this already. Am I mistaken? Maybe I haven't been through my catch-up list as far as I thought. Okay, so I'm going to take your... I've already got this video in the catch-up list. I'm going to get another one because I'm obviously behind here. And Tellard Maid has been a longtime friend of Tuberchat, actually. They happen to be a very supportive creator, so when I've been out bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I have run into Tellard Maid supporting others regularly as well. This is what I was talking about. I was saying earlier when we were talking about Coupon Gale, I've seen a couple of creators mention that she will definitely help you save a lot of money. And Garden State Gardener saying there right there. Yeah, Coupon Gale's been with Tuberchat for a little while now, but I'm always happy to see any creators promoting each other that way, and especially speaking highly and showing that kind of generosity. So like I said, Garden State Gardener was featured today. We looked at that channel for the first 5 or 10 minutes of the stream, and I hope everybody will check them out for Sunday Fun Day tonight. Facing Reality is coming up next. We'll see what they got going on, and then we'll get to adding a couple more wheels. An oyster sauce list. Yeah, I gotta use something else. Or Worcestershire sauce. I argue with people all the time about the pronunciation of that word because I have been to Worcestershire, Massachusetts many times. And but as far as I understand, everybody just pronounces it Worcester sauce. And I wonder about that all the time, but we could make any number of different nicknames for our playlist, certainly. Facing Reality has 757 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, up and over the 760 they're thinking about right now, possibly even farther towards the 800 that will be around the corner for them. Facing Reality is always at the top of the engagement list here in Tuberchat because they engage the chat regularly with a lot of conversation. This is a creator who's not afraid to ask questions, not afraid to share lessons learned along the way, and we're watching this channel grow, I think, at a great pace with, like I said, approaching 800 subscribers right now. Facing Reality brings positive messages in a fun way, as they say on their brand new banner and fairly new avatar, but they actually bring that not just here in Tuberchat, but everywhere they go. So when you bounce in between premieres and live streams and run into Facing Reality, every time you see them, you're going to see them engaging chat, which can be a really great service to any host, whether it's a premiere or a live stream. And then, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Oh, Darkwave813, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I saw somebody saying hello to you just a moment ago, but I didn't see your channel. But it's good to have you here. Hopefully you'll meet some new friends and family members today, and I always appreciate the positivity in the chat. So let me see what I can do about adding some more names to the wheel. We're going to get Charlene Heel ready to go, and Facing Reality won't be here tomorrow, but you will be missed. I can tell you that whenever you're here. It definitely helps to set the tone of the chat. This is what makes Tuberchat so fun to do as a live stream, just from my own personal perspective, because we have so many creators that are willing to engage the chat. We see lots of generosity. We see a lot of positivity, motivation between creators, and I really do appreciate all of that. And Let's look at Charlene Heal right now. 467 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 500 that they'll be thinking about. We're really looking forward to Charlene Heal getting her community tab. James Gype just came in, another creator with over... I got to catch up with your channel and see. I believe it's well over 30,000 subscribers now. And you can meet lots of friends and family members over there, similarly to how we do here. Let me see what I can do here about adding a couple of names onto our wheel. Patrick Kaskoka Art is on the wheel. The Otter Lad is on the wheel. Yarnbarf. Oh, we looked at Yarnbarf. Okay, I'm being silly. I'll add another couple in a moment, I think. Let me spin. So Charlene Heal is a powerhouse of energy. This is a creator who also engages the chat, and everywhere they go, they spread positivity, motivation, but they do it in an energetic way. You can just get a really energetic, positive vibe from Charlene Heal wherever they are. And then they also spread positivity and motivation on their channel, as you can see. Hopefully you'll enjoy following this creator and catching up with their content so that you can get to know both the channel and the creator. And Charlene Heal has been a shining jewel in the Tuberchat family for a long time now. And hopefully everybody will enjoy the kind of support that comes back from this creator after you connect with them. We're going to look at Popping the Popcorn right now and see what they've got going on for us. And I'm just looking at a couple things, aren't I? Yes, yes, Yarnbarf. Sometimes I make the mistake of putting a channel up twice, but I'd rather make the mistake of doing it twice than not doing it, of course. And let me see what I've got going on over here. Oh, pardon me. Well, I'm just trying... Ah, there we go. Okay. I was catching something in the background. I just wanted to make sure it was ready to go. Oh, Emotions in the house. Thank you for the share. I really do appreciate that. I've got to keep windows open in the background. Sorry, I didn't mean to... Popping the Popcorn... YouTube isn't quite grabbing them yet because it's such a popular name. We have to use the filter, or at least I do, to select channel, and then they come up right away. It might be different for you. The search results are different in every country and every locale, of course. But Popping the Popcorn has been an unbelievably supportive creator ever since finding Tuberchat. They were personally invited by Michael's Adventures just a couple of weeks ago. 89 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther on their road to the first 100. And Katie is their name. You might be able to find it just by searching Katie, or just hit that filter. You can do it on a phone or the computer to look for the channel only. And then when you look for the channel Popping the Popcorn, it should come up first. And I'm just looking off into cyberspace here, looking at something. What you'll find from Popping the Popcorn is movie reviews more than anything else. And it's pure opinion over here, which is really cool and almost refreshing, right? To get somebody's personal opinion about something. As you get to know Katie and some of her reviews, you'll get an idea as to the things you might like. But she's also looking for ideas. So if there's things after you get to know this creator a little bit that you want them to review, you'll be able to reach out to them for that as well, which is cool. I like to see people... involve their audience, and they've got a great way of doing that here. Tellard Mate is asking, when do you get your community tab? When the threshold was 1,000 subscribers, it took 7 days for every person I ever talked to. Never 6 days, never 6.5 days, 7 full days. But I heard from one creator, and I can't remember who it was now, that said that they recently got their community tab and it only took 3 days. So I would bet on 7, and anything between here and there will be great after the day that you hit your 500 subscribers. I believe that YouTube servers run on California time, so they were set at like 3 a.m. my time or whatever it is, right? And what would be midnight over there. I could be wrong about that. I've been trying to figure this out for the longest time. And this is where the analytics come in. You notice that sometimes your analytics say they're behind, and then you refresh a couple hours later, and then it's where it's supposed to be. Interesting. But I would bet on anywhere from 3 to 7 days to get your community tab. What will happen is you'll just wake up one day and it will be there. And I'm looking forward to seeing all the different things people are going to do with those. Let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. And Patrick Kaskoka Art is here. Is there anybody that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen that's still listening or watching? We've been on for almost 2 hours now. Let me see if quotes are going to help this, or if I have to use my filter again. I use my filter for channel. Did I misspell? Is that what my is here? Let me see. Kaskoka Art. Yes, I put an extra letter in there. We have an area called Muskoka, close to where a few hours away from where I live. It's very popular. We have cottages there and lakes and all this stuff, and I had put an extra letter in there. Patrick Kaskoka Art has been here before, but this is the first time that we're looking at this channel on the screen. So what I'm going to do is connect with this creator in a particular way. Pardon me. And Bullseye TV is still in the house. Let me get you onto the wheel. And Patrick Kaskoka Art. Forgive me for mispronouncing that earlier too. Hopefully I've got it now. Red Ruby Sky, good to see you here. And what I don't watch videos or subscribe, pardon me. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so what I'm going to do is take this 20-minute video here and add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list, I'll watch that video in full, I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuberchat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And Timmy Ray the King, good to see you here. Red Ruby Sky just walked in. I just put you on the wheel right away because they happen to be a member, and we'll look at that channel right now. Red Ruby Sky is a creator who's been with Tuberchat for a long time and recently started making new appearances. Now, I keep saying this. I still intend on getting to know some of your newer content. They're bringing us a lot of pleasing outdoor footage, as you can see. But I'm just going to take your latest video, add it into my catch-up list so that I can get caught up and then hopefully not fall too far behind again afterwards. And if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And If there's anybody still listening or watching that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen, just please say anything at all in the chat. That'll help me catch you, and I will make sure that I get you on there. We'll get as many channels on the screen as we can. We're not in any rush to go, but we will be planning probably within the next 15 minutes or so. Sam's Vlogs Trains and More is coming up. And this is a creator who shows generosity in every way that you can on YouTube. Northeast Lincolnshire Train Spotting Hub, I mentioned your channel earlier, and Shernette Williams, good to see you here as well, another fellow Canadian. Sam's Vlogs Trains and More is here as a member and a moderator, and they are extremely generous. They do the featured channels collaboration that we talk about. They're willing to swap playlists, like I was just describing, and they do a weekly video where it's a live stream for the purpose of connecting the same way that we do here in Tuberchat, which is really cool. And hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with Sam. You'll find some variety on this channel. There are a lot of train videos, as you would expect, a lot of random vlogs, random live streams, but as well unboxing videos. And I'm sure he'll have more variety and content coming up as well. The Homeowner's Handyman, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I'm going to get a couple of these channels right onto the wheel, Northeast Lincolnshire Train Spotting Hub. So we will get as many channels on the screen and wheel as we can in the next, let's say, 15 minutes or so. And there was one more. Oh, here we go. Darkwave 813. Let's spin. We'll see who's coming up next. I do sleep, the Homeowner's Handyman. Surprisingly, yes, I do. I wonder what I'm going to do about time. Some of the time I work outdoors doing the stuff we talk about on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and I have very little computer time on those days. But oh, I think I got the wrong Bullseye TV here. Oh, I accidentally let YouTube misspell for me too. Let me catch this channel here. I do have some family obligations and this and that, but I try never to take the day off from Tuberchat unless we absolutely have to. But I do sleep in between. I'm just looking for Bullseye TV. I just got to match the avatar on that channel. Let me see if I can click on my go-to channel extension. That doesn't want to work either. Let me refresh my page and see if my go-to channel extension is going to work. And Bullseye TV, what I will do is ask you, after my page refreshes, to say anything at all in the chat, and that will help me hopefully click on your channel. I use that go-to channel extension from Swap Meet Shops, and it is a paid service, like $10, but they're actually, it's a great person over there that deals with that, and I've been happy to use it. It still works to this day, and almost always. The only exception is sometimes with new channels, or if you're on for too long. Like, so for instance, we've been on now for about 2 hours, and I have to refresh the page to get it to catch every single channel. Oh, Buying Space, we had you. We looked at your channel. We had you on the wheel a long time ago, and we put your channel up, and we looked at it. Miss Gigi, Mrs. Gigi, thank you for coming in. Yeah, Buying Space, we looked at your channel, I think 15 minutes ago. Oh, there you are, Bullseye TV. Let me see if I can catch this. I can't catch your channel for some reason. Maybe I can ask Scratch and PPA. Did I misspell it? Is that what my problem is? Maybe I did. Maybe I misspelled it. Easy Relaxation Soothe we're looking at right now. This is another creator who has come into the Tuberchat community blazing. Yes, Scratch and PPA. Please drop the link for Bullseye TV, and we'll look at it next. I just moved on because I couldn't grab it there easily. Easy Relaxation Soothe has 795 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them maybe even up all the way to 800 subscribers today. When we're this late in the stream, it might be questionable to do that, but they'll certainly get it within the next day or two. Easy Relaxation Soothe brings us a variety of pleasing visuals and audio, as you can imagine. And I've had internet problems all day, the Otter Lad. We've actually had it for a while. And then thank you, Shanette Williams. Yes, I've got to... I listened to a replay the other day and didn't realize how loud the keystrokes are when I am slamming the keyboard here. It's just a cheap Logitech keyboard, no special one. Probably, the cheapest thing that Staples or Walmart or wherever I got it had on the day that I needed it. I don't use a Mac keyboard for the Mac. I use a Windows keyboard, but there's no real reason for that. I don't like the Apple keys that are so, I don't know. I still like the old school with the, where you have you got to slam the keys. You got to push them down. It's just a regular keyboard. But I didn't realize how loud that was. I got to maybe do something about that. Rambling with the Brums, good to see you here. And they happen to be a member, so we'll see what they've got going on right now. And did I rewatch the blooper? I deleted it, the Stock Explorer. Yeah, I went and caught that right away. If you remember, last week I had internet troubles, and I thought that we were cut off, and we weren't. Everybody could still see and hear me, but I didn't think that they could. And I had, in my frustration, said a word that none of us should be saying on our live streams. And a few people caught it, which was kind of funny. I think less people actually heard what I said than I thought. But I was able to get into you can get into the back of your stream, and if you don't have DVR, they can't go back and watch anything until the stream's over anyway. That keeps everybody caught up. What you might notice in a stream is that if you accidentally click, you end up like half an hour behind in the stream, and you can't figure out why the host is talking about something that doesn't match the chat. So I turned that off a few weeks ago or a couple months ago. But you can also go in and put a setting on that says unlist my live stream the second it's over. Don't publish it, right? So I did, and then I went back and edited it after. So the sad part is if you edit any video through the YouTube editor, you lose your chat if it was a premiere or a live stream. But I did want to get rid of that blooper. But I saved it, so I don't know, maybe I'll use it someday for a blooper video. I've always wanted to do one, I never get around to it. I always thought those would be fun to put out on April Fool's Day, right? Would be just a blooper video. Beauty Archibong, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I'm going to get you onto our wheel as well. I want to get through as many channels as we can. And Mrs. Gigi, it's good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I know it's been a little while. I'm behind with you, so I'm going to take one of your latest videos and add it into my catch-up playlist. That's just something I made so that I can catch up with your channel and make sure I don't fall too far behind. Thank you, Scratch and PPA, for grabbing that link for Bullseye TV. I must have misspelled. Scratch and PPA says he heard loud and clear. Yeah, I wonder if Scratch and P heard my other ones like that. I try never to use language that shouldn't be used. At least on my own channels. Everybody can decide what they want for their own channels, but for Tuberchat it's inappropriate, as you can imagine, so I try not to overuse that stuff anyway, but you know what I mean. No, it's gone. Chris's Clever Craft, I deleted it. And then as well, on other live streams, I run channels for other people, and on one of those streams, we were out doing some work, some of the outdoor work that I usually do. Sometimes we do work streams over there, and something wasn't working, and I at least twice I've used other words that I wish I hadn't used, but nobody caught it. And the crowd over there is a little bit different. They wouldn't be affected by it the same way. And then has Darkwave 813 taken off? right now. I'm just curious. I still got them on the wheel. That's okay. Mrs. GG, 449 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. And live every Tuesday. Are you going live as much as that? Maybe not right now. Oh, you're posting really frequently. My goodness. And live stream there. You're posting, wow, every day. Very, very cool. So I'll look forward to getting caught up with you, but it's great to have you back in the chat here. Hopefully everybody will support this creator. They've actually been a friend of Tuberchat for a while. And there's no proof anymore. There's no evidence. That's the thing. And like I was saying actually yesterday in another conversation, I probably don't need to be as conservative as I am when it comes to that stuff. You know, I'm sure most people are going to, of course, be forgiving of a slip like that when you know that I typically don't do that. And it was out of frustration. But it's kind of funny, right? If nothing else. And but it was it's gone now, and almost forever to be forgotten. If I ever do a blooper video, I'll chop it out and put it in there. Yeah, thank you, Yarnbarf. Yeah, I try to post the live streams in advance so that everybody can set reminders for individual live streams and plan if you need to. But hopefully ring the notification bell as well so you don't miss our further live streams. Yes, so Gary V definitely can get away with it. I don't think I'm quite there yet, but he can get away. I follow Gary V, of course. Rambling with the Brums, 366 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther. We're going to get a great look at this channel tomorrow. They'll be featured on Tuberchat. This is a creator who happens to be a member, so of course we put them in the wheel right away every time that they're here. But Rambling with the Brums, who is a fellow Canadian, actually happens to be very supportive, and they came into the Tuberchat community just blazing with support for other creators. Carpenter Self-Reliance, I'm just going to get you onto the wheel right now. Yeah, a week ago, the Otter Lad, what happened was, over the last month, actually, I've had a lot of internet trouble. So you see, like today, we've been buffering here and there. And we've actually not lost the streams, but they've broken, right? All the streams are still there. We've never actually like lost one or had it shut down or anything like that. But we have broken them. So you'll see like a part 1 and a part 2 because I only ever come back once. But the internet broke, and through my frustration, I ended up thinking that I was offline and wasn't actually. So my screens and everything were frozen. I thought I was completely off, and it turned out that I wasn't. And I had said something in my frustration about the internet, and a couple people caught it. The Otter Lad is here. This is a brand new connection for Tuberchat. So I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. I'll take this 16-minute one here. Oh, actually, we looked at this channel. Yes, I remember. I took this exact video and I added it into my watch later list. So that was silly. We'll move on quickly. I forgot to take you off the wheel. Yeah, Michael's Adventures, the notification bell is a joke, certainly. You know how many people say like they don't get the notifications? I get so frustrated with that too, right? Because you know, you can really benefit when the 30-minute notifications go out before a premiere and a live stream. And most of you know I always post my stuff far in advance for that reason. And when the notifications don't go out, it's very frustrating because you're like, hey, you know, I planned this, I put this work into it and everything. Why can't it just work? It's a computer. You know, nothing changes. Just, you know, it should work. But that's okay. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody on the wheel. If there's anybody left that's still listening or watching that hasn't been on the wheel or the screen yet, just please say anything at all in the chat. I'll make sure I get you on there. And the Homeowner's Handyman is here with 1,130 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Forgive me, Bullseye TV, I missed your chance to be on the screen again. We'll look at that channel in a quick moment. The Homeowner's Handyman is a channel where these creators will show you a lot of the work that they're doing, particularly when we talk about different types of contracting, right? We talk about like plumbing or construction, or things around what a lot of people would maybe say home, even though they're talking about a farmhouse here in this series actually. But I'm always happy to see this, because this is how I got my start on YouTube, was running a channel for somebody else doing some of this type of work similar to what I also do on my off days here. And these happen to be generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. So is it just one creator that's running the channel? Because I see them together. They actually did a live stream the other day, and I was able to catch them for that too. And that was right here. They were collaborating with a couple of others. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. It's 1,130 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Shanette Williams, I'm going to get you onto the wheel. Another fellow Canadian. And we'll see what you've got going on. Oh, and there you go. Yeah, Thrill Seeks. With the same video they connected. Haha, a typewriter. Yes, the Otter Lad. Sometimes the old school is the preferred way. Darkwave813 is coming up right now. And what we're going to do is I'm going to get through everybody's channel right now. I'm going to probably move very quickly. There's Darkwave813. This must be the first time that we're putting them on the screen. I'm just going to get a link for everybody, and we can go over and watch a quick premiere. Everybody will be able to continue connecting in that live chat the same way that we do here in Tuberchat. I'll just pin this for everybody. And Darkwave813 has 69 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the, well, maybe even up and over the 70 that they're thinking about right now, towards the first 100. And I see we've got a new channel in the house. Day 2 with the DDs. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Darkwave813, I've just taken your latest video and added it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuberchat. I'm sure you are. You've been here before. And hopefully you have that notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. We're looking at another brand new connection for Tuberchat right now. 499 subscribers for Bullseye TV. And again, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so I'm going to do the same thing with your channel. I'm just going to look for a video around 10 minutes if I can find one. I see you've got a lot of longer and shorter videos. That I'm going to use this 10-minute one here. I didn't mean to click on it, but I'll use this anyway. I'll give you a like right away. But I'm going to add this video into my watch later list. And again, this will allow me to connect with you in the next 24 hours after today's live stream. I didn't mean to subscribe, but that's okay. I'm going to get to that video right after we're done. So, I will be connected to you. 501 subscribers it says right now, so you might have actually got another couple. And hopefully everybody will give this channel a warm welcome. I'm looking forward to getting to know your content, and I appreciate you being here. So let's spin the wheel. I'm going to leave this live stream running for a few extra minutes so everybody can clean up their connections here. But if you want to click that link that I dropped, and I'll drop it again in another moment, we can go over and raid a premiere that's coming up from one of our friends, and then you'll be able to continue connecting with more creators over there, the same way that we do here in Tuberchat. And my pleasure, Bullseye TV. Forgive me for taking a moment to get to your channel, but it should come up better for me when I search now that I'm subscribed. Beauty Archibong, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. We haven't had this channel on the screen often, but I know they've been here a couple of times. I'm going to take this latest video and add it into a special playlist I've got called Catch Up, so that I can catch up with your channel and make sure I don't fall too far behind. Hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to this creator. With 290 subscribers right now, we'd love to push them a little bit closer to the 300 that they're thinking about, and I will look forward to getting to know a bit more of your content. We can see that there's a bit of variety here: travel, lifestyle, and vlogs, and likely some beauty here as well. So let me spin the wheel. I'm moving really fast through channels right now. Let me drop that link for everybody again. And Carpenter Self-Reliance is coming up right now. And this is another channel we've seen just a couple of times. I'm still getting to know this channel, and it's... I thought I had the link there. I'm still getting to know this channel and its creator. But hopefully you'll enjoy that also. Let me put this here. It's amazing how quickly I type and how many spelling mistakes I make when I do it. Carpenter Self-Reliance has 774 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer to 800. Like I said, I'm still getting to know them, but I'm going to take your latest video. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list, and that will allow me to stay caught up with your channel, not fall too far behind. I'm interested to see what you've got going on for price increases here, because while the Canadian government tells us that inflation is flying at a very high 4% this year, I don't know if anybody buys that at all. We can all see the unbelievable increases in a lot of prices. My mailbox that I pay for was $15 a month, and they just raised it to $20. They said due to COVID, due to this and that, we have to raise, our operating expenses are getting higher and this and that. And so they raised it from $15 to $20. Where on earth can you justify a 33% increase in the cost of my mailbox? Are your employees making 33% more money now? Is that where the expenses go? Because it's not electricity. So what on earth are we talking about? But hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to this creator. I'm looking forward to seeing what you've got going on for those price increases. And let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. Thank you, Michael's Adventures, for the time that you spent. One of the most supportive creators on all of YouTube, and a very dear friend. Jeanette Williams is coming up now, another fellow Canadian, and I'm over time. Our premiere is actually starting, that we're going to raid right now. Everybody, like I said, will be able to continue connecting and meeting new friends over there the same way that we do here in Tuberchat. Jeanette Williams is over 5,000 subscribers and still climbing right now. And this is a creator who still, after all this time, is out supporting other creators. There is a great story where I was out for one of those work streams like I was talking about a while ago. We actually did a stream while we were on a lunch break, and Jeanette Williams came in, just because a video was suggested. And it's wonderful to see that somebody with so many subscribers is still out looking to support more creators and connect with people the right way. She's fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her when we get over there, including super chats and memberships. You can see right from the presentation on this channel, from the banner to the avatar to the thumbnails, this is a very dynamic creator, and she definitely has a loyal and dedicated following surrounding her channel. And I'm sure you'll have a good time when you're over there. Like I said, this happens to be a fellow Canadian. I'm going to get our last channel onto the wheel right now. I hope I haven't missed anybody. Northeast Lincolnshire Train Spotting Hub is coming up right now. And I appreciate every moment everybody spent here. I will leave this live stream running for another couple of minutes so everybody can clean up their connections here. But if you want, we'll head over right away for that premiere with our dear friend Emotion. and I will be over there as well, and we can continue meeting friends and family members for our channel there. Tuberchat will be back tomorrow, 3 hours earlier than today. Here's North and East Lincolnshire Train Spotting Hub. I'm just going to take your latest video, add it into my catch-up list so I can stay caught up with your channel. Thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent, and we will see everybody over in the premiere. I've dropped the link. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.